All right, Hank, let's do this.
Okay.
Hey.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, boys and girls. Now, before we start, I have an update about our Stephanie. She's doing better. As you remember, 2 weeks ago, she was only allowed to write with crayons. Last week, it was felt tip magic markers. This week, she's being allowed
I'm doing it.
to write with a sharp pen,
Look at
courtesy
me
of
go.
Mari Center Plus Today Real Estate, by the way.
Thanks, Mari.
But I mean, I'm going to keep an eye on her.
I know you got to watch me.
Okay, and I'm sure we'll get to it. But I saw Stephanie and the babe on Sunday, and given all the crap that they went through, I may be taking this away if we and
keep an eye on me, Hank.
Taking
That's
it right
all.
back to the crayon before we're done.
Might start back all over again. Good morning, Mari. And good morning, Midday Movie Madness over at WKKL.
Hey, and we have a studio audience.
We do.
Well,
my classy cat. We don't allow animals down here, especially ones that are deep into grooming town.
Yes.
Deep into grooming town. Seriously, Jareth?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, there we go.
Right.
That's better.
So gross. Welcome to Tuesday, the 13th.
Oh, it's gonna be a morning.
It's gonna be a day. Scary.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So orcas and bears, oh my, where do we even start?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that an orca was the largest whatever in the dolphin family.
Yeah, they're actually nasty. And it's kind of scary that we have them.
Yeah.
But where there is food, there are orcas. And this is not the weather or I guess the area for them. But now that they're here, it's going to be a problem getting rid of them.
Right, because they have found it.
Yeah.
It's off P-Town somewhere.
Yep. Snacking off something in Provincetown where all the food sources seem to be right now.
Right. Yes.
And then we've got bears in Arlington.
Right. They canceled school or delayed school because there was a bear walking around. It's in Lexington, too.
I feel bad. We're towards the end of the year. This is not the time of year you want to be canceling school. You want to get it over with. You've got your Mari's done tomorrow.
Yes, she's done tomorrow. Half a day tomorrow in Sandwich, and they're done.
Mashpee, we go until Friday. Mm-hmm. All the way to Friday.
Although, Mariana was saying, there's not a lot of kids in school this week.
Because nobody cares. We quit last week.
Right. They had field day on Friday. I volunteered at field day, and that was a blast. I mean, but yesterday, today, and it's like yesterday they cleaned out their desks and watched a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're done. She came home with her grades, the comparison thing from this is where you were in September, this is where you are now. Happy to say she did fabulous. But I mean, it's over.
Yeah. My kids have quit a long time ago. I think I even posted, can we just let them out of school at this point?
Right.
The phone calls I was getting, one shopping online. I'm like, are you even at school? What are you doing at school? Then the Great Purge came and all the good stuff that's been at school all year long came home. So we got a lot of great artwork and some fun other stuff.
Yeah,
and
you posted some artwork.
We've already done all of the award ceremonies. Like there's nothing left. Just let them go. We're holding them hostage because the time frame says we have to go for 180 days.
Well, there wasn't any snow days this year.
None.
So that's why they're out.
Falmouth is keeping them until the following Tuesday.
Ugh.
My girlfriend's like, it's a half day on a Tuesday. She's like, I'm not dealing with that.
I mean, Sandwich started before Labor Day.
Yeah.
So that's why they're done Wednesday at half a day and not Friday. But but they're not doing anything.
No. They've been quit for a while.
Right. Right. They had their standardized tests and all of that stuff, and that pretty much that's the end of the year.
So what's new with you? I saw you got your Father's Day present early.
Yes, I did.
That looked like a magical Father's Day gift.
I gotta tell you, my wife loves me so much. She's so concerned about me now that I'm older. She's been telling me for a while now, you're going to love your Father's Day gift. You're just going to love it. And
I'm love it.
Thinking, oh boy, what is it? A new golf club? And it came yesterday and she came out and said, look, here it is. You're going to love it. It was an electric broom because she's concerned now that I'm older about when I sweep up having to bend over, that I might fall over. So now I don't have to worry about it. And you know what the cool thing about it is? It can be a dustbuster too.
Well, then, I mean,
Who could ask for anything more?
you don't need anything else. That's
No.
it.
No.
Mari, that's wise. Because when we have stories this morning like Treat Williams, who is 71 out there on his motorcycle, and this man is out here with his golf club and his power mopper sweeper backup dustbuster, that's safer for him. And I feel like that was a service that you did right there.
Yes.
No
yes.
motorcycles for you.
No. Never ridden a motorcycle.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Well, I've got lots of photos of me in the 70s with no helmet on, no shoes on, getting dangled around on the back of my dad. So we clearly gave no cares in the 70s about anything.
Oh, God, no.
Like, seriously? Did you care that I lived? Like, you just threw me back there? All right.
I mean, these are stories that those of us who are older, like you and me. I mean, but car seats? Come on.
No, we didn't have those.
Or there was that little
the rope.
There was that little basket thing that had legs on it that you put in the back seat and you threw the baby in it.
Yeah, right.
And whoop, off you went, and we all apparently turned out fine.
I feel like I told this story before, but I remember distinctly my mother-in-law trying to take my daughter when and she's Portuguese, very like four words of English. And she's trying to, no, I hold the baby. No, you're not going to hold the baby, Maria. Baby goes in the car seat, Maria. I hold the baby. You can't do that. That's not how it works anymore. The lady from the hospital is going to come down here and take the baby and make sure it's put in the car seat properly.
Right.
That's one of the things that they do. One of the requirements before leaving the hospital.
Right.
Just got to get through that. You're not going to hold the baby. Good morning, Seth and Elastic Glam. You can listen to the Elastic Glam, Cape Cod's only glam rock show here on Lemonadio every Friday. We love it. We're excited for it. You're doing some cool things with our overseas glam rock listeners, and I love it. We had some German tickets. We got some UK tickets. We're planning for a festival in Christmas time. So we're doing
a glam festival?
A glam rock festival.
Really?
Slade is going to be playing in the UK around Christmas time. So Lemonadio is working on a giveaway right now with our UK partners to do some sort of like fun Christmas and the UK sort of giveaway.
And then go see Slade.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Right?
Not bad.
I feel like it's a great giveaway. We're working on it. Right. We're stepping up our game over here at Lemonadio.
Well, then that explains why I've seen you described in a couple of places as internationally syndicated.
Correct. Yeah, we've got a partnership with the BBC. So I'm working with them about some of their music. So I'm really excited. I'm on 2 stations in the UK. And we have a good time.
That's cool.
Do a little UK music show. I'm the token American. And they always laugh because they're like, you're just so animated. Are all Americans like you? No. There's only one Stephanie.
No. And I always talk about on my shows how people could be listening anywhere around the world.
Exactly.
Sorry for the Cape Cod weather update, but hey, if you're in Nome, Alaska,
we welcome you. I hung out with someone from Nome, Alaska over the weekend.
You did?
I did. She happened to be the officiant of a wedding that I was DJing.
Really?
Yeah. Hot ticket. Very fun woman.
Wow.
Loved to dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When the work part of the wedding was over for her, she was up in that dance floor.
Was she a native Alaskan?
She is a native Alaskan.
And
she went to college in Texas, and that's where she met one of the brides. And then she became Texas by college. Because apparently I've never seen a Texan wedding before like I saw over the weekend. And they had the flag. They're dancing. They're doing all kinds of... Reba was a big to-do up there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It was a very Southern wedding. I loved it.
Cool. Native Alaskans. I want to say Intuit, but that's not it. Inuit.
Yes. Inuit. Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
There we go.
Beautiful girl.
Really?
Yeah. Fabulous. We had such a good time.
Where was it?
So it was off Cape. It was in Buzzards Bay.
Oh, okay.
And a little golf club over there.
And that went well.
We had a really good time.
As opposed to some of the other things that did not go so well.
You know what? You just roll with the punches, Hank. It's towards the end of the year. Everybody's punchy. Schedules are changing. Days are longer. And there's more time for bad things to happen.
Yes. I just know that Mariana and I went to Lady LaRue's Tea for Two. And Mariana went in to hang out with Lady LaRue.
Yep.
And I was standing outside with Steph and the babe. And I felt like I should have had a collar on to go like this because it was just like, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. And I just felt like I should say, you've
I
really,
thank you. I need to be
you're
dunked
blessed.
in holy water.
Yeah,
Like
you're
seriously.
blessed.
I'll take all your thoughts and prayers with everything that's going on in my life right now.
Yeah.
Just think of me. That's all. Just
Yeah,
think of me.
it was crazy.
Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Ty. Oh, the details about the car show on Sunday. I'm not quite sure. I know that the cars are sold out. I'm doing the pre-Father's Day car show thing that is happening 5 to 7 on Friday. We're going to get a glimpse of some of the vehicles that are going to be there. Greater Hyannis Chamber is putting on an entire weekend of activities.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, it is such it's really, really cool. Definitely worth going to check out, Ty. Take the baby and go. Good morning, Kristen. Good morning, Jackie. Hey, Dave Hagner, I miss your face. One of these days we're going to connect. I got 2 pens in my hand now, Hank.
Oh, God. Here, just one. You're only allowed one.
I've got my old ladies today. I'm very excited for them. But then no Shipwrecked tonight. We are taking a break until school is let out. I think the 27th is our first summer games. And we're going to be taken to the courtyard on sunny days, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That'll be
from 3
fun.
until 5. Yes. The hotel is all fixed up and ready to go and
Great.
ready for guests. And we're going to have a good time.
We met the guy who runs the hotel.
Yeah.
When we were there with you a little bit ago now.
It's amazing what they're doing right there.
It's got great spot to
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
vacation.
Heights Beach. It definitely is. It's got all of the things. You've got the field across the street, the beach across the street. It's got all your amenities.
How expensive is the hotel?
Not that bad.
Really?
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Oh, okay.
Affordable. I've got blackout dates to use for some of my trade though, so I'll wait for winter time.
Oh, okay. But that's cool though.
Yes. We're gonna have a good time there this summer, and I'm thrilled for it. Hank, it was great finally meeting you in person. Jackie said she got to meet you on Sunday.
Nice to meet you, Jackie.
Yep, she's going. Jackie, you're going through it. Happy Father's Day to your dad. I know you got a lot going on. Hugs.
Yeah. But he's doing okay, it seems like at the moment anyway. And we just have to hope for the best.
Speaking of Dad's Day, I saw that Ryan Reynolds Aviation Gin is offering vasectomy kits for Father's Day.
Like do it yourself?
I think it's just booze after you get a vasectomy. I think that they're mailing them out to people. I don't know who's quantifying the fact if you actually had one or not.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's funny coming from Ryan Reynolds, who keeps pumping out kids.
Yeah.
They also honored Nick Cannon in there a couple of times ago. Like, hey, maybe you should have one of these guys. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, well, Nick Cannon does need, Steph.
He's trying to repopulate the earth, Hank. I can't help that.
Our audience has fallen asleep on us. If you folks could see this, he's just sound asleep. We're not very exciting. I hope you guys are all awake. The in-studio audience,
he's not impressed today.
We're not doing much. Not impressed at all. At all. Oh my goodness.
Well, he's just happy he's allowed in the studio right now because Mom is busy and not shooing him out of here.
Oh, okay.
Because we do have guests that have allergies.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Charles. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, lots going on in the celebrity realm of things. We had talked about it, touched a little bit about Treat Williams, dead at 71, motorcycle accident. Your wife actually followed him on social.
Yes, I guess Mari
followed
him on social, and she was telling me this morning before I left to come over here that he had posted earlier in the day that he had been mowing his lawn and he loved the smell of cut grass or something. And then he got on his motorcycle to take a ride.
His one final ride.
And he was hit by a car. So that's kind of, I liked him. I mean, he did all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm not a Hallmark fan, but
I like Hallmark, but he was definitely one of those like background guys. Cause you said, I was like, I don't know who he is. And then you said, but you do. And then I logged in and I was like, oh, I do know that guy. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, just all kinds of things over the years he had been in. So
Hair, Everwood. I wrote down something else that he happened to be in, and now I forgot. Deep Rising.
Right. Yeah.
That's what he was in. So good morning, Cora. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. And if you're not sure, Google him and immediately you'll recognize him. There's no way you wouldn't.
So Tuesday is the new Friday, apparently. Hank and I were looking, and there was an article that was released saying that more couples are using date nights for Tuesday because they used to be quieter. They did used to offer some discounts to get people in there on a quiet night.
Right.
So that's where Tuesdays has become the banging night to go out.
But then how do you get up on Wednesday?
Wednesdays are tough. Good morning, Nicole Mitchell. Kind Hearts for Kids.
I mean,
You are crushing it.
Friday backed up to Thursday,
Yeah.
and now it's backed up to Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, it's the summer. All bets are off anyway. You can just
Well,
go
that's
out
true.
whenever.
That's true.
You're like, what, 13 days away from Florida?
Yes, 13. This is the
Whatever, Hank.
I'm 11 days away from Florida. But who's counting?
Yeah, right. Yep. Nicole credited spending a little time with me to be comfortable and on a microphone in front of a big group of people. They had a fundraiser for Kind Hearts for Kids over at Bucatino's.
Mhm.
And I think it was like a meatball competition.
I was going to
or
say, I thought I
something.
saw a picture of the meatball thing.
Yeah, yeah. So she said she got up there and she actually got on the microphone and handled
Cool.
herself, but also gave me credit for doing it. I don't know why, but if I was the one who willed you to feel comfortable in front of a microphone, I'm really excited for you, Nicole. And I'm very excited for our kindness festival that is happening once again. And maybe, yes, you will do some announcing this year. I'd love for you to talk to your people. You're just so kind and wonderful, and you do such an amazing job for all of these children. So we thank you for everything that you do. Good morning, Nat. Nuggets won their first ever
Yeah,
NBA
they did.
championship.
They did. That was really cool.
Good for you guys. It's not the Celtics,
No,
but it's a first.
But it's a team. It's a good team. They've been good for years. They have a a fabulous number one player in the Joker. See, that's what the Celtics lack. They don't have that big stud guy
Yeah.
like Denver does, and that seems to be what they need. Although the Celtics are bringing on some pretty impressive assistant coaches now.
We need some younger talent. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I personally
I
don't
thought we
think,
had the team that was going to beat everybody this year.
Well,
and we were
everybody
very,
did.
very wrong.
Everybody did. I just personally think I don't think Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum can stay together.
Interesting.
One of them has got to go. And if you trade one, you might be able to get the big,
the money, free up some cash.
The big stud guy.
Good morning, Doug. Good morning, Mary. Oh, you're awesome. I'm happy to be an inspiration for you. Sports wise, we never even talked really about the golf stuff, and you're an avid golfer. What do you feel about this whole live business?
I don't understand it.
Why? Because they were trying to say that so if you do not know anything about what's going on in the world of golf, the PGA was a little bit angry about the live situation because they don't have that kind of Saudi money.
No.
But then they tried to say, well, we're not involved because of all the way you treat humans and this is a human rights situation. So I said, all right, this is something I can get down with. The game of golf is a gentleman's game. It's a game where it's honor, it's respect, it's I feel like it's prestigious.
Right.
And they tried to make it like they were taking the high road, but really what it was they were waiting for more money. It's always about the money.
And I from what I've read, people seem to be saying, the people who know, that eventually all the lawsuits back and forth, the PGA probably would have lost. And
so they're saving face and taking the cash.
Would have, would have spent God knows how many millions of dollars. I don't understand how it works. I just feel bad for the players like Rory McIlroy, who really stepped up, really was the voice of the PGA, in terms of, criticizing live and the Saudi money and the players.
You don't need that kind. You really don't need that money.
No.
You don't.
And now they're going to come back. And I was reading yesterday, maybe, that the next stop for the Saudis and their money is international soccer.
Oh,
That's the next thing they want to take over.
All right, then. Well, my mother owns commercial. We've got property in California that's right across from where the soccer stadium is. That's going up in her area. So
really?
I told my mom, hold on to it as long as we can.
Yes. And then
hold.
and then contact the Saudis.
Yeah, exactly. You want to buy this? It's all yours.
Because they've got money.
And it overlooks the stadium. It's beautiful right on there on
there
Fire
you go.
Mountain in California.
And Mom's back in California now?
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to decompress all of everything that's been going on lately with her, but yes, she's back in California. Good morning, Colleen. I miss your face. I hope you're doing well. Summer's almost here. I hope
That will
to see
be a
you
story
soon.
for another day, folks.
Yeah, right. So lots of activities are happening this week. I'm doing end of the year carnival graduation type things. I'm doing my last yacht club. I've got my first Peters Pond trivia.
Mhm.
I'll be over there. So sun retreats.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Can we get in?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think you got to know somebody,
All right.
but they're pretty loose about knowing somebody. So
Okay. Well, we know you, so
that's it. Lisa, I could hook you up with
okay.
somebody.
All right. I mean, that's just that's kind of close to where we live, but not really anymore.
Right. Well, my friend Lisa, you know her from the Children's Museum.
Yes.
She lives right nearby, but also has a place in Peters Pond. I said, how do you vacation across the street?
Right.
But that's where the water is. That's where the amenities are. That's where everybody wants to be. It seems to be a common practice.
Yes, I was going
Where
to say
people
there
in
seems to
Sandwich
be
do this.
a lot of people who do that, who will rent a week and they live around the corner in Sandwich. I don't
Or
personally
like
get
an
it.
entire seasonal camp. It's
Right.
for the season
Right.
to be across the street. Like that's our summer home across the street.
Oh, well.
Good
Get the
for
pool and
you.
everything. Oh, big news.
What?
The pool is open at the Villages.
Oh,
And Mariana and I went swimming Sunday.
how
maybe?
was it?
It was warm. It was great. So we're
Swimming is back in.
we're very excited. We can now go swim.
Oh, Kristen, you are so welcome.
Because the indoor, listen to me complain, a first world problem. The indoor pool, it's okay,
Please.
but but a lot of people use the indoor pool for exercise. So there's a lot of people like walking back and forth and up and down. So it's hard to get in and swim sometimes.
Oh,
So the outdoor pool. I know it's I got it's hard.
we got a
it's-
pond tank. That's what I got. We
it's
hope
really
there's
hard.
not
Oh, your
scum in it.
pond is
That's
great.
it.
I stopped and finished my egg and cheese wrap that I get from the Dunkin' Donuts that I
Yeah.
forgot. If I'm a little early here, I'll go across over there. And
Perfect.
I'll sit and I'll look through the trees and I'll see the water and all of that.
Isn't
and
it nice?
I'll finish my
I like it this time of year too. It's nice and quiet early in the morning. The kids aren't out of school yet to fill it up with kid stuff. But normally it's pretty quiet beach, and I really enjoy it.
No, it's nice. And
It's my
after
slice
seeing
of heaven.
and after seeing Lady LaRue's Tea for Two, Mariana and I went down to
Bacteria Town.
yeah to that pond, which isn't far from Knockabout. And of course she went in, and where there's water there's Mariana, and she said it wasn't temperature wise it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Our ponds warm up pretty good.
Yeah, but then I said to her, just be careful because there's the creeping crawling crud apparently out in the middle of it somewhere.
Don't be swallowing any of that water. Kristen, I was thanking me for my participation in the Wings for Falmouth Families contest over the weekend.
Mhm.
Wings for Wings. So the kids, it was a competitive eating competition.
Uh-huh.
There's the little kids, the teen edition,
Oh,
and then the
jeez.
adults. The adults, I mean, people came out of the woodworks for the adult one, and the king of wings
Uh-huh.
retained his crown.
And who be the king of wings?
So his name is Tony. He
Mhm.
won the first year that I worked with Wings on this. We rested it during the pandemic. We haven't
Yep.
been able to get together. So we got it back together, and we just had a really good time. We were at that Timber Axe Bar. I threw axes
Yep.
for the first time.
I
I've been
wouldn't
wanting
trust
to
me
do
throwing
it.
axes.
I mean, it was fine, but I just got worse over time.
Mhm.
And it wasn't because I was drinking. It was just because I just got worse.
Yeah.
I got tired and stopped doing the form that I was
There's
prepped on.
There's like a
There's an actual form in how to throw the axe. So there
okay.
was like an assistant there. I think you got it just because when you're
You're
hucking
throwing axes around.
you want a paramedic and somebody else that kind of knows what's
Yes.
going on over there to make sure that you're fine. Good morning, Shannon. Good to see your face.
A paramedic. Boy, that's reassuring.
It was reassuring. I felt a little bit better knowing that somebody's there just in case something goes errant.
Right.
As I threw one of them and it bounced off the wall and came coming back at me. I'm like, I'm good.
I'm done. Yep.
I'm good. That was fun.
Yep.
Checking out my list of things that I
Yep.
wanted to see.
That's on the bucket list. Throw axes.
That's it. I'd like to live a little bit longer. Gen Z is working to try and make us a little. It was not because I was drinking RTB, not capital.
No, not our Stephanie.
No. Gen Z isn't playing as far as they have just filed a lawsuit in Montana. Have you seen this lawsuit?
No.
They filed it for the entire 50 states. Montana is like, I guess, the world's worst coal burning offender.
Okay.
And this is a current lawsuit going on. It's supposedly going to take about 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And they are basically saying, you've ruined our health. You've wrecked our health. You've wrecked our environment. You need to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs to focus more on it. They're not
okay.
messing around.
Okay.
So they're trying to make sure that we live a little bit longer and stay around a little bit longer.
Yep.
They're not throwing axes.
They're not throwing axes. No. No. Well, that'll be interesting.
I just saw that JP Morgan also gave $290 million to Epstein victims. Does anybody have any investments with JP Morgan? I'm curious if
what's the connection there?
Because he had worked there and was allowed to make inappropriate advances.
Okay.
Bad deals and something else. So they ended up paying out $290 million because of his offenses.
Yeah. Speaking about people killing themselves in prison, the Unabomber apparently committed suicide.
Right? 81 gets to go out on his own terms. Kind of BS, right?
Yeah, and why wouldn't you be keeping an eye on that guy? I mean, he's been crazy for forever.
I mean, honestly, if you were the guy guarding an 81-year-old man, would you be like...
Yeah, I guess he wasn't feeling well and everything, and maybe you're right, maybe they just looked the other way.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we don't have to pay for you anymore. Do what you got to do.
Right.
He was a horrible person.
I think he tried to commit suicide earlier, years and years ago, using his underwear. If I remember what I read.
I had this conversation with Tori on our podcast on Monday about the situation, and she was offended that he got to leave his way.
Right.
She felt like he should have rotted a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Somebody should have watched him.
Right.
I don't know.
I know that the Golden Globes are going to be sticking around. Hollywood Foreign Press is going away. Dick Clark's productions ended up picking up the
Golden Globes.
Okay, so the Golden Globes are the Hollywood Foreign Press. So how can there be Golden Globes without the Hollywood Foreign Press?
Ask Dick Clark's production team. Dick Clark's not even here, and they're making it work.
No. Well, that's Ryan.
I don't know.
That's Ryan Seacrest, right?
I think so.
Ryan Seacrest is our Dick Clark.
He's our new Dick Clark, and I'll take him. I love him to pieces.
Right. I don't know how he did what he did.
What do you mean?
I mean, he did a show in New York with Kelly. I mean,
I still want to know the real truth.
Never mind trying to do the show with Kelly.
Yeah.
But just the back and forth, between California and then back to New York.
He's not married. He doesn't have any children. He's got plenty of time in his hands, and he's got people for everything.
Right.
Think about it if you didn't have to think about anything because you had all of the money, your disposable income.
Right. And he's had some relationships with some very attractive, very desirable women, and they just can't. They get to the point where they're like, "I'm not putting up with this."
Dick Clark is in a cryo freeze. He's coming back.
Right next to
Keep
Ted Williams.
My production company rolling, please.
Right.
I'll be back.
Right next to Ted Williams' head. In Arizona, I think.
What do you think that thing looks like? Like the sad vegetables that are in the back, freezer burned in your fridge?
Probably.
They're going, well, we did that one wrong. We can't tell anybody about it, though. He's the first. Lots of celebrity news going on. You had Pat Sajak's retiring.
Yeah.
No one's surprised by this.
No. After 41 seasons.
Right. I mean, it's not like his job was that difficult, but you still had to show up every day and look like you wanted to be there.
Look like you care.
Right?
I think it's going to be interesting to see who they get to take his place because there's no obvious successor.
I stopped watching Jeopardy after Alex passed.
Oh, I like Jeopardy now with Ken Jennings. I'm a huge fan of Ken Jennings.
I'm not.
Who, by the way, has a new book out.
What is his book?
Called. Oh, wait a minute. I can bring. Whoops.
Is it a fun facts? Like
I got to bring up my notes. Well, just to back to Pat Sajak for a minute. I mean, who would have thought that Drew Carey would have taken over The Price is Right?
True.
And been a huge success.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he's still doing his Las Vegas act, and he's got to be laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference between how Drew Carey looks now and when we first met him on the Drew Carey show, if you put the two side by side, you wouldn't think they were the same guy.
No. It's definitely polished up and loving that Hollywood money.
Oh yeah, with the hair, with the hair and the beard and all of that.
That's
No,
it.
Ken Jennings' new book is 100 Places to See After You Die.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of a takeoff. I read an article in the New Yorker interviewing Ken Jennings, and it's kind of like Mitch Ablom's, the 8 people you meet in heaven or whatever it is. But what he did was he went back through all the religions and philosophies. I mean, this is a geeky Ken Jennings kind of thing.
Yeah.
All the religions and philosophies, and put together kind of like this travelogue of according to all the religions and philosophies. When you get on the other side,
What's going to happen?
yeah, what's going to happen? Here's where you go. Here's what goes on, and he put it all together in one book.
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah, plus he's brilliant. I mean, that's my
I guess
next
that's
book.
what you do when you've got so many things and you know all of the things.
Right.
There's no other aspirations but to just make stuff
That's right.
up.
That's right. No, that's my next book. I have to finish. I'm reading Scumbag, I think it is. Scumbag, Massachusetts, a confessional.
Oh, let me know how that goes.
It's
Do you do digital or do you have to hold the book? Because I have to hold the book.
I go back and forth.
Okay.
I'm getting to the point where I
Switch
need
hitter.
a book to hold. Well, we're
Okay.
going on vacation, so I'm going to get a book to hold.
Right.
But this book is about this guy, born in Massachusetts, just kind of a lost soul. His mother was working at the Cathedral of the Holy Cross in Boston back when all the sex abuse stuff was raging, and then he went out to California and became a raging alcoholic and a bartender, and he did porn, and then he went
It's a lot.
and then he went to Thailand for 6 months and helped smuggle supplies to refugees in Burma. I mean, the guy's like just a train wreck.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of reading it and I'm thinking, do I like this or don't I? Should I? Is this for my demographic or not?
Well, hey, you hang out with me, and I'm the biggest train wreck, So
Sure.
I mean,
Oh, and then he mentions, I should have remembered, he mentioned some band that he loved their music, and I had no idea what the band was. And usually I at least have a clue, and I can't even think of the name. And I was going to remember today to ask you.
don't you hate that? I was going to remember a lot of things to ask a lot of people, but they go by the wayside. I do have a little notepad beside my bed, or I will grab my phone and put it in my notes. But then future Stephanie looks at the notes that she's made for herself and has no idea what I've written down. I've got nothing.
Yeah.
I'll look at them and be like, wow, what was that even in reference to? Like sometimes it doesn't jog my brain at all anymore.
Right.
It's bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's getting bad.
When Mari has to wake up early, since I've become older, I'm waking up way too early.
Good morning, Danielle.
But she'll say to me, "Oh, since you're up early, would you wake me up at?" Like she was going to Boston yesterday. Would you make sure you get up at 6:30? So I write myself a note, and she's like, "You can't remember to wake me up at 6:30?" And I'm like, "Nope."
Mari, he is 70. It happens a lot. Throw him right onto that bus, you and your broom.
Yep, me and my broom.
I love it. Cliff is doing a mozzarella making excursion on Father's Day at Knockabout.
Mozzarella making?
Yeah, he's been honing his mozzarella sticks. We've had so much cheese. So much cheese. He keeps making cheese.
Keep making cheese.
Bags of cheese everywhere.
Lily's making her own tea. The babe's making his own cheese.
The two of them love their crafts. They're very much of the same brain.
You've got 4 Dunkin' Doctors here from Kazakhstan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I tell you, you could set up a turnstile and sell tickets.
Yeah,
to just have people come in and watch and you're down
Someday
here doing.
I'll write my own book.
And you're down here doing radio.
It's Scumbag, Massachusetts. It's gonna be like just what the hell, Cape Cod?
No. I'm thinking about this. You could work out quite a tour. You've got 4 or 5 different totally different stations here.
Exactly. How many different the dichotomy of Lemonadio.
Right. Here's
what
Cliff
is
making
actually
cheese.
happening there?
Here's Lily making her own tea. Here I am playing radio.
That's it. The art studio over there with my other daughter, who's
Right.
also an artist.
Right.
and
Here's the
she's
cat.
a painter.
Here's the cat asleep and behaving.
Yeah. My
My
poor crusty dog in her new little crate. The poor thing. She's not doing well. She's so old, but she just won't go. but I
Mhm.
think she'll probably live to be 20 just because
Yeah,
she's
those of
that
us who
kind
get older,
dog.
we have a habit like that. We won't
I'm
go.
just gonna live.
The dog, if you haven't seen the dog, folks, the dog is like this big.
The poor thing has got something she can't even see out of one eye anymore.
And about
She's just a hot mess.
that thin.
I know. Yeah, yeah. And it's just like scoliosis. I mean, she's just so old. I'm trying to make the best life that I can for her, but she's just.
But she's healthy though.
I'm like, you know what?
Relatively.
And she's got all of her teeth. I mean, she's doing really well in
That's
that
good.
respect.
Those of us who are old, we like to have all our teeth.
Honestly, that is like, that's an old thing, right? Like you've got all your teeth and they're looking good right now. I mean, that's a new
Hey.
lease on life.
That's a good sign.
So we're doing what we can to help her thrive. But
Lord.
honestly, she's just disgusting. She smells bad.
Oh,
You know, when they just get to that point of life and you're like, ugh,
oh,
she's resembling one crazy summer dog.
oh my gosh.
Are you naming my book?
I'll send you the name of the author. I think you would enjoy Scumbag,
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
I mean, I have too many projects right now. I need a ghostwriter. Somebody I could just be like, here, this is what's in my brain. Make it a book.
Turn it into something.
Hey, if Prince Harry had that,
Yep.
do you know he didn't even write that book? I didn't know that.
He didn't?
No. He had a ghostwriter write the book for him. Like basically had interviews with somebody else to write his own, like, here you go.
But
you
it
write
doesn't
that
even
book.
say with so and so.
No.
I mean,
That's why it's a ghostwriter.
people do that all the time, and
Yeah.
then they acknowledge, with so and so.
No, there was somebody that was part of it because I think there's multiple writers of the book
Yeah.
that came out in the press and said something, and then Harry was like, "Oh yeah, he did tell me." It was just very nonchalant. I was like, "Wait a minute,
Wait a minute.
you've got this groundbreaking memoir that everybody's supposed to get excited about reading, and we're gonna find all the dirty dirt on the British government. It's never gonna happen." However, you didn't even write it.
Oh, that's kind of sleazy.
I know, right? I saw a very funny moment since we're in the celebrity realm of things. Hoda, Hoda
Yeah, I
from
know
the
Hoda.
Today Show. So she's got a 6-year-old right now.
Yes.
She's a very late to life mom, which whatever. I'm happy for her. I'm glad that she's happy. But the 6-year-old was trying to wear a crop top.
Mhm.
And her response to it was, "We're not doing that." And I love it. I've seen the memes, contrary to popular belief. Most of us want a whole shirt. Just to throw it out there, that is the style right now. But I did absolutely laugh when she's like, "We're not doing that."
No,
So that's not what we do.
Mariana
here.
doesn't crop tops. No,
No,
she won't go there.
I've never restricted any of their wardrobes.
Mhm.
Lily, we called her Lady Gaga when she was little. She's an artist, so it's always nothing matches. Everything looks crazy, haphazard, and wild.
Yeah.
She's honed it.
Yeah.
And she's really made that her niche of the way she is. She's always well put together and looks cute.
Oh,
But
yeah.
when she was little, wild. It was a wild outfits.
But she worked through it.
Yeah, but I let her do it.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing. I guess crop tops definitely are sexualizing our youth just a little bit. At 6 years old, do you really need one?
No.
Also, you don't really have anything to worry about wearing a crop top for.
That's true.
So
That's true.
go right ahead. Wear that crop top. Affects me none. I saw Lana Del Rey quit social media. She just said, "I can't do it anymore." What is your social media status with Mariana?
She's
Because I know we use it for work.
We use it for work. She's on Instagram, but her mother's on Instagram. The deal is she's on Instagram, but her mother follows her. I can't follow her on Instagram. She follows me.
But there's 14 other new social medias that I have no idea how they communicate with each other.
And I think she's on TikTok, but again, her mother is like right there following her on TikTok. And I think that's pretty much Facebook.
That was the deal with our teens that are, tweens that are now teens. And my 14-year-old, "Mom, I saw your TikTok. It's embarrassing."
Yeah. Oh, I get that sometimes from Mariana.
"I had to unfollow you." I said, "That was the deal. You had to follow me so that I could see what was going on." "Mom, I can't do it. You're embarrassing. You do old people stuff."
Yep. Mariana will sometimes tell me that she sees the clips of us, or some of the videos that I do for Mari Center Plus
Papa,
today,
you're on TikTok.
Today Real Estate. And she laughs and she thinks it's funny. So talking about kids and what social things they're on. Here's a question that I saw on social media last week from a mom trying to decide, and you're a mom, trying to decide at what age do you allow your child when he or she has a guest of the opposite sex, we'll say that for the sake of the argument, up in their room. At what point do you say you keep the door open? And at what point do you decide, what the hell, close the door? I mean, whatever.
This day and age, Hank, it's not even the opposite sex. It's just all friends because we don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
We've always kind of left the door open for that. We have tons of kids. We always have the spy.
Mm-hmm.
I send the big ones to go spy on the little ones.
Yeah.
What are they doing? Watch them. If it seems off, if I feel the energy, you just know. You know your kid, you know the relationship. If they seem sneaky, something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Just pay attention to the signs.
Yeah.
Don't be oblivious. But also, it's great to have a little spy network. I got the big ones watching the little ones, watching the other ones. And I don't know about that friend. Keep an eye on that. And the other ones are like, okay.
Yeah.
It's a mission.
I mean, I
don't think that there's an age for it.
No. And actually, I kind of thought that we had a finished basement. So that kind of took care of the open door, closed door thing, generally speaking.
Yeah.
But it just seemed to me, we would usually say when they were younger, keep that door open.
Yeah.
Except given the state of things, you're probably maybe better served, and better served isn't the right word. When they're younger, okay, you can close the door. It's when they get older that the door needs to be open because you don't know what they're going to do.
They're going to do what they're going to do.
Or does it make any difference?
I know. It really does. I mean, doesn't.
If they're going to do the hokey pokey, they're going to do the hokey pokey.
I'm turning myself around from this conversation. Nobody's hokey pokey in this house. There's too many freaking people.
Right.
That's my thing.
Oh, so no hokey pokey at all.
No, there's none.
None.
Pay attention around here. Everyone's here.
No hokey
They're
pokey.
all watching you.
I'm sorry. No hokey pokey.
I have to go outside, go to the pond. Nothing for you. It's no time. There's no room. There's too many people. The end's full.
Right. Right.
Take
We're
your
done.
pokey somewhere else.
Right.
Good morning, Shelly. I got to get down to the new Quahog Republic that's at the lee side.
Oh my
I've been meaning to go there, and then my days just get filled up. But I would like to sit by the water, by the steamship, and maybe pretend to go to the vineyard in my mind because I haven't been there. I've had 2 scheduled trips that have been dashed, one weather-wise and one because we're tired.
Mm-hmm.
So I have not been to the vineyard, and normally I would have already been there several times.
Right.
Such a nice little day trip, especially from our area.
Right. Oh yeah, we can get to the vineyard in no time.
45 minutes, and it's take the bike and go for riding around and come home.
Yeah.
Ride the carousel, have a cocktail, have a cup of clam chowder, and come home. It's such a nice day trip. I absolutely adore it. It's one of our favorites.
Yeah, it's kind of on my list for this year because Mariana is in camp and then not in camp and then in camp, and it's
well, let us know because we'll coordinate because we like to go and take the bus to Jaws Bridge.
Ooh,
the kids jump off of it or not jump off of it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
We hang out at the beach for the day and then come back and get mudslides at Nancy's.
You got a deal. Oh, no.
What?
No.
Dirty bananas.
Mudslides. No.
Why?
No.
The dirty banana, not good for you? Is there a story here I'm missing? Are we lactose intolerant? What's happening?
No. We're mudslide intolerant. Because back in the day, see, Mari used to be a bartender.
Mari's got the face. Like, oh boy. Good morning, Kathy.
At her dad's restaurant, and she made really, really good mudslides. And then just one day, my whole body said,
no more mudslides.
No more. The event that really kind of ended it all was we had friends over. And this is our old house. We had a pool in the backyard, kids, whatever, coming and going. And we're drinking mudslides. And I don't know what time we started. And all of a sudden, one of us looked at our watch and went, oh my God, it's 9:15. We haven't fed the kids.
Well, mudslides are that good.
I mean, the kids were fine. They're in and out of the pool. They're eating
They're
chips and
always
cookies
fine.
and everything else. But I got to the point with mudslides where it's like you just said mudslide.
Yep.
My stomach went whoop.
Ah! Mari just made the face.
No mudslides.
Oh, I forgot that you worked on the steamship boat. That's right. Well, Jackie, you no longer work there. You're going to have to go and take a little trip over there. I love it.
Right. Can I do a shout out to my mother-in-law?
Of course. Happy birthday.
Well, yeah, happy birthday. But then here's this other thing about my mother-in-law.
Weren't you supposed to hang out today?
Yeah, we were supposed to hang out today, except my mother-in-law was having heart palpitations yesterday. So she decided to call 911, which was the right thing to do. And she didn't tell anybody. And the only way Mari knows that the ambulance was at the house was that Mari's godmother and Janet's best friend lives, Janet lives like here and Brenda lives on, further down in the
You
street.
got people to watch her.
Brenda happened to be driving by and saw the ambulance at her best friend's house. Brenda and Janet have been friends since kindergarten. Okay. So she drives by her best friend's house, who she's known since kindergarten, and there's an ambulance there and she gets out. And she's like,
Hello.
hello. Oh, I was having heart palpitations and I don't know, whatever. So she goes off in the ambulance and Brenda calls Mari and says, hey, I think you might want to know. So they were giving her an MRI or something last night, and I don't know if Mari's heard
Oh
her,
my God.
her
Mari,
hurt or not.
get your mom some Life Alert. That way, at least you get the call. Crying out loud.
Well, Janet's one of those people, she doesn't want to bother anybody.
I know.
If it turns out to be nothing, then why should she have called everybody and gotten everybody all upset?
I know. I get it
Plus-
too.
Plus, the firefighters in Pawtucket are apparently really cute.
No one's refuting that. Good on you, Janet. Good on you. I see you.
And that's why when Mari finally talked to her, she said, Ma, of course you were having heart palpitations. There were like 5 firefighters, at the house, and
I love that.
they're all cute. The EMT, and
I don't know. Check it again. Check it again. So awkward. It's awkward with hot doctors.
yes,
People that are doing rescue missions. I had a hot gynecologist one time. You know who you are.
mhm.
Awkward.
Not the one who was on Below Deck.
No, that's different.
Okay,
I love her. She's very funny.
Okay.
She actually watched that episode and was like, I watch your show.
oh, good. So this is somebody else.
This was my OBGYN,
Okay.
like different gynecologist.
Yes.
Everyone knows who Dr. Angelo is. You know who he is.
Mhm.
But I would sweat on the table because it's so good looking. It's
My
so
goodness.
awkward. It was so awkward. And you're just like a lump and pregnant. And you can't really move around all that much. And there's just
And-
like this hot doctor.
And you're
like,
getting flashes about
I'm feeling really uncomfortable about this situation.
stuff
I
you
don't
wish
like
you
it.
could be doing with the doctor. Except
No, that's why we went back to the girls. It's fine. It's too awkward. I get the other one. The other one with the bow tie. That one.
not the hot dog.
No, it's awkward. I feel like it's a prerequisite. You cannot be attractive and be a gynecologist and be a straight man. His wife was also in the practice.
Oh, okay. And was she attractive?
What do they talk about at dinner? I always wanted to know that. Like you're sitting there a day of looking up.
Right. What did you see today?
Seriously, though,
Yeah, I know.
what are you talking? It was weird.
How do you talk about work?
Like you have to talk about patient specific. You have to.
Right.
Did you see this one? Oh, I saw this one. I saw the maybe even leaving out names, but really a husband and wife gynecological practice. I can't think of anything more awkward to
Right.
go home and have a conversation about.
I think you could be right. Oh my God.
Jackie, she said it's a hairy situation. No,
All right. That's enough.
no.
That's enough, children.
We need to shut this down. We're going to turn this car right around. I mean it. I've had enough today, Hank.
Oh,
What have you got going on? Anything you want to plug? Anything you
what
want
have
to
I
talk
got going
about?
on? Well, of course, we have Cape Cod Dining at Home and everywhere else, which is Mari's food
Ooh,
group.
I took photos that I wanted to post on them because I had a week last week of everything was an egg roll.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll post them.
So I opened up the egg roll packaging and I didn't want it to go to waste. So I made everything was an egg roll. Everything. I'm like bacon, egg, and cheese in an egg roll. Steak, egg, and cheese in an egg roll. Avocados in an egg roll. All of this. And I put them in the air fryer.
Yeah.
So I feel, So
okay.
I felt like I was like, this is healthy, a little less
That's cool.
bready. And I made everything an
should
egg
do
roll
that.
last week. All my
You should do that.
leftovers, threw it in there, made a little thing out of it.
Absolutely. You need to post it.
I
Absolutely
did. So
need to
I was
post
like
it.
so proud of myself. And then I forgot that I got sidetracked. I always have great intentions
Yeah.
and never get down to the things that I want to.
Yeah.
But when you open up the package of something, you got to
Yeah.
figure out alternative ways of using them.
Right. Because otherwise it sits in the fridge.
That's a waste. And I hate
and then you
that.
throw it out. And,
Yeah.
And you probably say to Cliff, how come you haven't used? Why is this sitting in there?
Yeah. Then it's that crusty thing that's in the
Right.
back of your fridge that looks like
look,
Ted Williams' head.
I don't.
What is that?
I don't cook, and I
Oh.
get and I get blamed for what's in the back of the freezer that wasn't used. So we got Cape Cod Dining at Home and anywhere else.
Yeah.
We've got Saturday from noon to 4. I'm live from the Laminadia warehouse,
Excellent.
and
Love it.
on Sunday morning it's 8 to 11 with Professor Hank, and we're going to start to work on doing a classic jazz show probably when I come back from Florida.
Oh, I love it. Definitely. Do a little research on that.
Yep.
Hank's new favorite thing, though, is the sandwich police blotter. They've upped their game. They've stepped it up. Bourne has done it for a bit of time.
Yep.
But now here we are with the sandwich police. Oh, we'll talk. GJ will talk.
Okay. This one just popped up. This was last week from way back Wednesday, December 19th, 1960. Police receive a complaint. Someone's ham radio was interfering with my television, and I can't watch Andy Griffith.
That can't even be real.
Oh, sure it is. All right, let me find the one about the fight at the school play.
That one, I'm like, seriously, there was a fight between parents at a sandwich school play at a Forestdale elementary school.
Where is it?
Do we know anybody on this Forestdale elementary group that knows these women? Feel free to chime in.
Let me see.
Just curious.
Okay, loud music at the Ridge Club.
It's probably
And someone's concerned.
It's
Someone
probably
at the
me.
Ridge Club was concerned that the Ridge Club didn't have a permit for the loud music. You guys,
It's probably me. What day was that?
you guys, oh geez, I didn't even think of that. May 27th.
Okay, it wasn't me.
Really, folks, if you don't follow the Sandwich Police Department page on Facebook, you really should.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It was a Saturday. It was a wedding.
And it's interesting. I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry, I can't find it.
No, it was great. It was literally a fight between two women at an elementary school play. I don't know what it was. Obviously, it's not the first time that they've had a kerfuffle.
It was a continuous contretemps.
Yeah.
Is what they
They
said.
even use big words, big French words.
Or they received a call from a woman who was hiding in her upstairs bedroom because intruders had entered her home. The police showed up. It was her cleaning lady.
That's almost as good as the lady who called for the stolen cell phone, but the phone was still in the car.
Yes.
I mean,
I don't know if I can find that one.
they're really good. Definitely go and take a gander as to some of the stories that they're posting because we love our crazy crime here on our show, but this takes it up another level, especially when it is right here in the town that is next door.
Yeah.
So yes.
And of course, someone.
Lynn says they ought to make a sitcom out of it. I like it.
A caller from we'll end with this one. This is a first world problem. A caller from North Shore Boulevard reported a female party trespassing on his private beach. An officer spoke to the woman. She did not realize that the beach was private and quickly moved along to the public beach. Really?
And if she was in the water, she has every right to be in the water because she can't own the ocean.
Whoa,
I
whoa,
can't
whoa.
stand people.
Whoa, they think they do. They think they do.
You don't own the ocean.
They think they do. And then just one more.
It's like, but wait, there's more.
One more. One public service announcement, though, from the Sandwich Police. If you by mistake call 911, you're not going to get into trouble. They have to call you back to be sure
And they're still coming out for you.
that everything is okay. If you don't answer, they're going to show up. Essentially, is what it is. Okay. So I mean, it was a very nice post that said, you're not going to get into trouble. We just have to be sure that it wasn't a situation where someone quickly called 911 and they're in trouble and they had to hang up the phone. They just have to be sure. So if you dial it by mistake, it's okay. Just answer the phone when they call back.
That's it.
Save them a ride because they're busy breaking up fights at school plays.
That's right. They're very busy.
But it makes you appreciate the crap that they put up with.
Seriously, with that, we're going to go. We're going to thank our sponsors over at Rockland Trust. Make sure you pick up your lemonade stand kits. They have them at every single branch, supporting Tommy's Place this summer. Help the kids enjoy a summer vacation like everybody else is going to enjoy it. That's what we're there for. Have a great day. Happy Tuesday is the new Friday. It's the 13th, though, so watch out.
Hey, party on.
Bye.